Imagine a world in which you are never truly alone. A screen in your apartment watches you. Cameras track every movement, and microphones hear every word. But the greatest danger is not doing something forbidden. The greatest danger is thinking something forbidden. In this world lives Winston Smith, the main character in George Orwell's 1984. Winston lives in Oceania, a totalitarian state controlled by the party. At its head stands Big Brother. His face can be seen everywhere. Beneath it, the same sentence always appears: Big Brother is watching you. No one knows whether he really exists. What matters is that everyone feels watched. Oceania is engaged in a permanent war. The enemy changes, yet the party claims that it has always been the same. People are not supposed to think, but to believe. Winston works at the Ministry of Truth. But no truth is preserved there. Instead, the past is altered. Winston edits old newspapers and reports. If the party has made an incorrect prediction, the text is changed afterward. If a person falls out of favor, they are removed from photographs and documents. It then appears as though they never existed. Old evidence is destroyed and replaced. This means that no one can prove that the party has ever lied. Although Winston takes part in this system, he begins to doubt it. He remembers things that do not match the official truth. But without evidence, he cannot even trust his own memories. To control people's thoughts as well, the party develops a new language, newspeak. Every year, it contains fewer words. Terms such as freedom or resistance are meant to disappear. Because without a word, it becomes more difficult to think of an idea at all. At the same time, the party demands doublethink. Two contradictions must be accepted as true at the same time. The slogans are: war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Winston secretly begins writing down his thoughts in a diary. That alone is a crime. He writes, "Down with Big Brother." Then he meets Julia. At first, Winston believes that she may be spying on him, but Julia secretly gives him a note. It says, "I love you." A forbidden relationship begins between them. Their love becomes an act of resistance because no one is supposed to love another person more than Big Brother. Winston and Julia meet secretly in a rented room. There, they believe they have found a place without surveillance, a small piece of freedom. Winston also trusts O'Brien and believes him to be an ally of the resistance. But everything is a trap. The room has been under surveillance the entire time. Winston and Julia are arrested and separated. Winston is taken to the Ministry of Love. This name too means the opposite of what it says. There he is interrogated, beaten and tortured. O'Brien is not a resistance fighter, but a servant of the party. He does not merely want to punish Winston, he wants to change him completely. The party does not demand obedience alone. It wants to decide what a person believes to be true. O'Brien shows Winston 4 fingers and claims that there could be 5 if the party demands it. Winston is not merely expected to lie, he is expected to truly believe that 2 + 2 = 5. After prolonged torture, Winston loses faith in his own perception. The only thing he still tries to preserve is his love for Julia. Then he is taken to room 101. There, every prisoner is confronted with their worst fear. For Winston, it is rats. When a cage containing hungry rats is held in front of his face, he breaks. He screams that they should do it to Julia, not to him. In that moment, he betrays the person he loved most. The party has won. Later, Winston is free again and sits in a cafe, listening to the party's war reports. When he meets Julia once more, they both admit that they betrayed each other. There is nothing left between them. At the end, Winston looks at the image of Big Brother. He no longer feels hatred or resistance. He loves Big Brother. That is the terrifying ending of 1984. The party has not only defeated Winston, it has destroyed his personality and rebuilt it. Orwell's novel shows how dangerous power becomes when it controls language, history, information, and truth. When facts are altered, lies become almost impossible to prove. When language is restricted, thought is restricted as well. And when people are constantly watched, they eventually begin to control themselves. Orwell's warning is therefore, never give a single power the right to decide what is true. Because whoever controls the past controls the present. And whoever controls the present also controls the future.